Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We knew this was going to happen. America is crashing the fuck out. We are watching black individuals get gaslit over minuscule topics. We're watching the race baiting by certain white individuals out in society. We're watching everything up underneath the sun to try to provoke black folks. The erasure of DEI, certain programs, the targeting in the military. We're watching every last little maneuver that is known possible that we have watched in history taking place today.
Now seeing that we don't want people to call on the phone to change their direct deposit, go to a local office. Try to get an appointment at a local office. Right now, you're waiting a month, and we're going to cut more staff.
So Nebraska, which is a red state, is still scheduled to go broke in 6 months, and the residents are very unhappy about it. And they had this to say.
So are we going to sit at home on the couch and let these billionaires control the country? Hell no. We are the poor people. We're a red state.
Now, that was a 5-minute video that I cut down to that about 10-second clip that I just showed you, because what that man said in that clip was so significant. It really, really stuck out to me. The part where he said, we're a red state, really, really stuck out to me, and further reinforces when we always say that many people who voted for this administration believed that the policies of this administration would not affect their asses.
You don't regret your vote. You don't. You just don't like the fact that your vote is affecting you. You thought it was going to affect everybody around you because you're a hateful person and didn't realize that bitch was a boomerang. You threw that bitch and it hit you right the fuck in the forehead. Yes, it did. It ain't even been a year. It ain't even been a motherfucking year, and you regret your motherfucking vote because you didn't think that it will affect you.
This is not parody, made up. This is actual voice messages from the voicemail of Thom Tillis. Thom Tillis is a Republican senator from North Carolina. They leaked his voice messages from his own constituent, Red Hats. When I tell you they are scary mad, this isn't our kind of mad.
Good afternoon, Senator Tillis.
That's how northern warbacks think about you southern white trash. That's what the ones who won the Civil War think about you. Do you understand that inferior bad genes, inbred stupid you and all your people?
Yeah, Thom Tillis, afraid of death threats. Then get the out of office.
I would like to talk to Thom Tillis and ask him why he thinks it's okay for him to take money from this nation and it over. Why does he think that he can tell his employers to go themselves every goddamn day, all day long, and sell his goddamn out and his employers over? Don't he know that his employers can take a axe handle and cave his head in?
What up, my beautiful black people? Welcome to Black People Politics Network. I'm Mr. Red. As more and more MAGA realizes that Donald Trump and Elon Musk are using the government to hook up their billionaire friends and enrich themselves, they are starting to crash out. I know you all know this, but I don't want you to help or feel sorry for them. I have seen nothing to indicate there is real remorse on the side of the people who voted for Trump. There's no outrage by these same people when Trump wants to erase the records of decorated black heroes, rewrite the names of bases, get rid of anything that honors black people, and even now, while he tries to bring back segregation in federal government, it is important that we fight only one way. With our black dollars. Do not go out into the streets and protest for them until they are willing to fight for themselves and for you. Please enjoy today's video where our people are going to express how they're taking this time to rest, knit Afghans, help kittens, catch up on old shows, lay in bed, anything but help the people who didn't give a shit enough to fight for the interest of all Americans. Let's strap in. Let's get after it.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it calmly. White people are not going to be able to handle the rage they are going to feel when they finally come to the realization of what Trump and Musk is doing. And that, more than anything, freaks me the fuck out, because y'all freak out over minute shit.
Where are the black people? Why aren't they out here? Because they try to kill us.
and they justify it. Also, because we told y'all to go to them booths and vote in a way that would not result in us needing to be out there in the first place.
It's crazy to me that people go and vote for that man, then turn around and act like y'all supposed to be cool still. Like you went against everything we stood for, or I thought you stood for, and you voted for that man. And then you gonna come around me and act like we cool. Act like we stand on the same line or we stand for the same shit when we don't. Obviously we don't.
They want us mad extra bad, don't they, y'all? First it was calling everything woke. Then it was take away critical race theory. Then it was kill affirmative action. Then they wanted to annihilate DEI. Now they want to take out segregation from federal contracts. I'm here to tell you we don't give a fuck.
So Trump and his administration are trying to bring back segregation. But let's say that there's nothing we can do about that. Him, wanting to fund federal contracts or whatever going towards anybody that wants to be, discriminatory towards black people or any of that stuff. Now, in spite of that, black people are going to thrive regardless because that's what we do. Watch in 4K, okay, over these next few years as this bullshit starts to develop. Watch how many white tea folks are still in black folks' business. They got all the people out the way that they wanted. There's no more women. There's no more DEI. There's no more trans folks. There's nothing that's going to get in their way because obviously Donald Trump is giving all of his constituents exactly what they want. A terrible economy and one that's only run by white tea men. That's it. That's all they want. And like I said, watch black folks continue to thrive. Watch black folks continue to do the things that we do, walking around unbothered, not gonna do, shit to this administration. We not worried about them, and watch them still be in our fucking business.
So we just got through telling the entire world that they not like us, and now we supposed to cry and be scared about segregation. Don't be.
Now is our time. We're not going to fight to get back into spaces where we're not wanted. Now is our time to build our own spaces. They're rolling back everything that our ancestors fought for. While they roll this back, let's focus on building. We make our own spaces. We don't need to enter theirs.
Yeah, let me help you out there. We ain't welcome nowhere, okay? That's solve it for you. We ain't welcome nowhere outside of our own community, okay? Segregation, that'd be a good thing for black people. It's not going to be the segregation they think like it was back in the day. That'll be a better look for black people. It'll hurt the white tea people more. Wonder why? Because with segregation, we're going to take with us our black spending dollars. That over $1 trillion of money that we spend, we're the highest spending group. And once we go back to segregation, white tea America, corporate America, all you chain stores, you can say goodbye to the black dollar.
This rewriting of history totally negates the hundreds of black towns that were separate, were minding their business, were operating their own ecosystem, their own banks, their own theaters, their own businesses, all outside of the white gaze, and how they were still brutalized in broad daylight by the institutions that did not want to serve them. They were separate. They were operating outside of the traditional norms and institutions, and yet they were still destroyed.
Do not be fooled by these farmers or these town halls or all these Republican people saying, oh no, he said eggs and he said this. First of all, no one voted for president because of eggs. They voted for president because of the racism. And they didn't think it would affect them. Be cautious with these people because they have not learned their lesson.
When I tell you I've never been more at peace in my life, the most tranquility is because of the transparency of their blatant hypocrisy and racism. Why is it that Bernie Sanders can go to these red districts and campaign with Republicans? But remember, Kamala Harris was vilified, demonized, and called everything but a child of God for doing the same thing. Because last time I checked, Kamala Harris had 75,000 people show up to her. But remember, she ran an ineffective campaign. There was no excitement behind her. Remember, nobody liked her, but she had 75,000. Y'all can't stop playing with me. And y'all can't play in black people's face no damn more about this. It was never about Kamala Harris's policy. It was about her motherfucking color of her damn skin.
You're absolutely right. You'll be labeled as a racist. 100%. And it's not just because you're white saying it to black people. It's because you're white, and when you say that to black people, it's full of hatred. Here's the difference between black people and white people saying that they won't segregate. White people want segregation so that they can abuse and harass black people. Black people want segregation so white people can leave us the fuck alone and we can live in peace. I don't know if you know this, but when segregation first came around, guess what? Black people had thriving towns. They had banks. They had hospitals. Hell, they had a Black Wall Street. And guess what? White people couldn't fucking stand that.
I was just sitting here thinking how crazy it is that y'all let these billionaires convince y'all that these immigrants was taking y'all jobs, and now they done deported them in mass, and look at you. Now you're still jobless. You can't get food stamps, Social Security getting cut, the Department of Education gone, so you ain't gonna be able to go to school. Y'all done failed for the okie doke again.
Y'all would rather see this fucking country go under as long as you can hold on to your racism. Just call it what the fuck it is. You got teachers losing their jobs. You got people just losing their job. I still believe in him, but I'm gonna be homeless. It just shouldn't have happened to me. Y'all fell for it. And you too fucking racist to see that you fell for it.
We ain't taking you motherfuckers seriously about being mad until y'all storm the Capitol like y'all did when he lost. So if y'all not having that type of energy, miss us with the what you regret. Because y'all showed us how y'all get down when y'all don't get y'all way.
All these other groups have all the smoke for black people. Y'all always saying some shit to us and asking us 21 questions about how can we help y'all when y'all need to get up off y'all asses and do it yourself, but you won't. Because you know why? Because you're scared. You're scared of white people. And black people, we're not scared of white people. We go toe to toe with white folks all the time. We've been doing this shit since they brought us over here on the boats. There have been many documented slave rebellions, okay? And we always got out in them streets. We didn't care if they had the dogs, the police with the batons, the water hoses, whatever it was, we took that shit. Because we're serious about our freedom. We're serious about our liberties. We're serious about all that. But you guys are not. You're scared of white people.
Black people need to stand and fight with insert marginalized group here. Because who do you think they're going to come after next? Who do you think they're going to target next? Is you hoes cool? Because some of you bitches acting brand new, like you're new here. They have been targeting black people since the dawn of time. The fight has never ended for us. We tried to unite everyone before November 5th. And most of y'all told us to go f*** ourselves.
How the fuck can you sit there when everything is going to shit? Just like this. They want to give police full immunity. Oh my god, yeah, we heard. It's crazy. And you should care because they're going to come for all of us. Oh, really? The police are going to come for us? You mean the same police force that was basically founded to catch runaway slaves? And they haven't stopped. They just found a different way. The same police force that's been after us? It's scary, man. You're going to find out.
Child. Anyway, so.
Do you know why we keep saying that we believe that Trump's goal is to enact martial law? Do you know what martial law is? Martial law is the temporary replacement of military authority for civilian government in case of an emergency, all right? It can be invoked during times of war, labor disputes, natural disasters, and civil unrest in the United States and in other regions. All of these executive orders that he's been doing, all of these policies that he's undoing, like DEI, or putting back into place, like segregation in the federal workplace, it's rage bait.
There used to be a time when we had two groups of people. You have people who know shit and people who don't know shit. Back in the day, the people who didn't know shit respected the people who knew shit. And you would be in a situation, it might be work or social situation, and the people who know shit would be talking about, well, I know some shit. Yeah, I know some shit. Let's talk about shit we know. I know shit. And the people who don't know shit would kind of hang in the back. And they'd be quiet, and you'd be like, well, why ain't you talking? I don't know shit. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'm going to try to learn some shit.
50 protests in 50 state capitals today in the U.S., and they are protesting the new presidential administration. These people are outside. They have their signs, their chants, their megaphones, all across the country, but we're inside. I really came on here to ask the 92 and 78%ers, does anybody have a really good slow cooker recipe?
The only thing we really gonna do is just vote and boycott. That's it. We're not going in the street to protest so they can declare martial law on us and knock our head between the washer and dryer. We're not coming. Please stop calling our names. We're not gonna be out there. I see a lot of protests in the world and I see a lot of non-black people out there. Keep up the good work.
This post is for black people and black people only. If you are not black, feel free to stay. However, you might get lost. But I'm not explaining a motherfucking thing. Now,
I know you're thinking about it, but don't do it, bitch. Get your black ass back in the motherfucking house and put that cake back in the motherfucking closet. We're not doing it. You're not gonna be on the front lines of any motherfucking movement, bitch. The only front line you're gonna be on is the motherfucking cha-cha line and the motherfucking cruise ship, bitch, because we're not gonna be at it. You heard what the fuck I said? Don't you fucking do it.
Y'all see this shit? We not gonna last 4 years. Everybody gonna have to snap at the same time. Everybody gotta click out at the same time.
They're trying to figure out how we're still happy. They're trying to figure out how we can afford the things they can afford, how we can afford the restaurants they go to, how we can afford to shop like they shop, how we can afford to vacation in the places they vacation in. Because they have dedicated their lives to making ours harder. So when they see us and we're never lonely, they're like, how are you here? We cannot beat this team. Because you can't. You've dedicated your life to trying to make mine harder. Meanwhile, I'm just living mine and you're trying to figure out why I'm still happy and I still look younger than you.
Now that Elon Musk has officially become the first person to ever lose $200 billion from their net worth in the shortest amount of time ever in history, I want to see us do this to the rest of the billionaires. Who's next? Who's next? Go. Like, who's next? I'm so dead ass.
Did you enjoy today's video? Do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. And you're going to want to watch this next video right here, as it is going to keep the conversation going and you may even be amused by it.